Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be asking you, which biome do you think is better? The forest or the jungle? You can tell me in the comments, what do you think? Is the forest better than the jungle? Or is the jungle better than the forest? That's what we're going to be finding out today. And tell me your opinion in the comments, and I will tell my opinion at the end. So to start off, we're going to be asking ourselves about the enemies. So basically, the forest doesn't have a lot of enemies, just slimes everywhere, and so at night it has zombies, which are cruel sometimes and they're bad. At night they have zombies and the minions of Cthulhu, which we just defeated. I think you might have watched it already. So another thing is that there's this thing called the Blood Moon, and it has more cruel monsters, such as the Dripper. So you can see that the Dripper is actually to start over here. We killed already 67 of them. They drop crazy loots like this. 1% to get the bloody tier. And so the Dripper is when the demon eyes get when they become erratic and get very crazy, and they immediately just suck to well, it happens to the blood, but they suck together and turn into the Drippler, which is one of the most annoying things. And the blood zombies, and there's also this thing called the Groom. So the Groom is basically very rare. It's very rare, not the shark, the Groom. So where's the Groom? Do we have even the Groom? So there's this achievement when you kill the Groom, which is called which you need to defeat Tim. So that's the Groom. That's his name. That's the Groom's name. I think I know somebody familiar. I don't know. And so the forest, the forest's enemies are not like super like hard, since you can smash them. But if you just start the game, that won't be a big challenge for you because you're not gonna feel like you're stuck somewhere. Okay, so the forest is where you spawn, where you start the game. So it's a very mild, like very peaceful place for noobs. So that's why some noobs might choose the forest in our comments if they're noobs. I don't know. I will let you vote for the jungle or the forest. So the next monsters from the forest. I mean the jungle. The jungle has more stronger monsters, which are actually might be the bad thing for some noobs, because though none of them want to move in the jungle because they're not ready for it. The spiked slime, which you can find underground in the jungle, is actually very tough for noobs. So that's why they're not gonna try to go to the jungle yet. But once they hear about the blade of grass, I think they won't gonna go there, but then die. And they're like, where the heck do I get stingers and the mushrooms? Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna go through the desert into the jungle right now. So the next enemies you can find in the jungle are actually hornets. Those are underground in the jungle. If you ever make a graveyard in the jungle, no way. So they drop the stingers. If you did not know that, they are the ones who drop stingers. I think that's useful. I don't know. So there you go. This is the jungle, guys, and it has usefully good music right now. So I think most of you will vote for the jungle if you're like pros, but that's like a hard place because it has animals like monsters such as the so that's the underground jungle. So in the underground you might find a hornet, a jungle bat, a piranha, and other cruel like slabs like the spiked jungle slab, which are pretty hard. So let's go to the jungle and the underground jungle here. So you may find a blue macaw, which is pretty rare, obviously. So there are gold frogs here, and these are the snatchers. They might be pretty hard for noobs. I can like tell that because they pull out, snatch you like because they're called snatchers, and kill you. But for us, they're bad boys. So the next thing we're gonna talk about is the loot. So in the jungle, the loot might be good because it has the Plantera. The Plantera is a boss that drops the weapon called the Sealer. It is used to be crafting to craft the Zenith. Well, if it's like that, that means it's super pro-ish, and that's super cool. But Plantera is a hard boss, and it's so annoying because it's swarm species. I think it's kind of like the Snatcher, but like level up the Snatcher, like very very hard Snatcher. It has a lot of health, and that it's stronger than the Queen Bee. The Queen Bee lives over here. Also in the jungle, it drops the Beekeeper, which is also used to craft the Zenith, which is the strongest weapon. I know the Meowmere might be the strongest, but the Zenith looks more accurate. So basically, the jungle has good loots. Like if you go to hard mode, smash some altars, kill Plantera, get the Sealer, and now you need to go right straight underground because the glorified ore only is underground in the jungle, and that's a very good privilege. That's super good because that is one of the most best ores right now. So you might need to go underground. But we are not in hard mode yet, so we need to get to it. So it might be pretty hard for obviously a lot of people right now. So we're gonna continue to the loot forest, guys. So I don't know, but we need to respond some way. Oh, so let's get to the forest fast. So back to the forest. The loots are not so crazy in here because actually probably they are. So the loots get from the bosses like the Eye of Cthulhu and the King Slime are the easiest bosses here, so that makes the forest super easy. Eye of Cthulhu and Bread of Cthulhu is from Crimson though. So the Eye of Cthulhu can drop a trophy and it can drop a special mask of the Cthulhu like the same, like you see our mask. Our mask is from the King Slime, and this jumping thingy, this I don't know how it's called. This jumping thing right here from the King Slime drops from the King Slime. Obviously, it is not 100%, but it's pretty rare. Obviously, but those bosses too are easy, and you can kill them. No reason for why, and you can just be a super violent guy and just go kill, 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 kill. All of the Eye of Cthulhu's you spawn or summon, and all of the King Slimes you summon. And they will give you good money and good loot, but not as good as the loots that you get from the jungle. So that might be I don't know, but I think the jungle might have better loots, which is obviously. So the next thing that should be good about loots in the jungle is mining. I mean, not jungle, forest. Mining in the forest is pretty easy, and you have copper, lead, iron, platinum, gold, and other ores that are pretty easy to mine. And you have the demonite and cryptid. Those are two ores are from the corrupted and crimson. And they might be in the forest mines for like somewhere, like for no reason. I don't know why they are. And so they're pretty rare. So once you get to hard mode and smash the altars, the chlorophyte is in the jungle, but titanium, orichalcum, and palladium and other super good ores like cobalt are located in the forest, in the corrupted crimson ore forest. So I think you might vote for the forest because it has more of those ores, but just don't smash a lot of altars, please. So tell me in the comments which one do you think is better, forest or jungle, and don't forget to subscribe.